करते करते एग्जाम एंड हुआ एंड जब जैसे वो लास्ट क्वेश्चन क्लिक करा एकदम से स्क्रीन आ गई एंड मैंने सिर्फ ऐसे टोटल स्कोर देखा 435. आई स्टार्टेड क्राइंग देयर ओनली. ये क्या हो गया 435. मतलब पेरेंट्स को मैं क्या बोलूँ. आई वाज स्कोरिंग ऑन स्केल ऑफ 625 to 655. तो मेरे को ये था कि मतलब मेरा वो वाला फेज तो चला गया जब मैं 400-500 स्कोर करता था. फिर अब मैं एक 625 की लीग में आता. अब मेरे को यहाँ से 705 की जंप होती है ना, वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट होती है. यहाँ से ऊपर जाने के लिए स्ट्रैटेजी को चेंज करनी पड़ती है. थिंग्स अब कोई डिफरेंट हो जाती है. अब हमें क्या करना होता है. लाइक 9th of December आई वॉज सॉल्विंग around 30 questions a day of CR and RC mixed and practicing around 30 questions again of conception. So my target was to get 60 to 70 questions in a day.
मतलब it's a basic human tendency, right? अगर मेरा 435 आता है, which is an 11th percentile on a competitive exam like GMAT, people tend to like break down, right? वो they think कि यार कितना ही ऊपर चले जाऊंगा इससे, 435 से 535 हो जाएगा, 500s की रेंज में चले जाएगा. But maybe I'm not built for this. You know, some people start thinking I'm not. I don't test well. How do you tackle those?
Now there's this student of DU who has just finished his undergrad and non-engineering background. He's at 20 years of age right now. He scored a 435 when he joined some other place, then came to us, and this was 11 percentile. From there he has gone to 100 percentile in a matter of about 3 months. This is the time you also have. 350 mark improvement. I've never seen this. Look at this. This is the score somebody got before coming to us. What is the percentile here? 11, quant 12, verbal 13, DI 26. I mean, almost zero, you can say. 435 is a score at which you will not get anything, even at 535 probably. Very, very rare to really even have such a score. But I mean, 11 percentile is zero in a way. And then 785, 100 percentile. So this transformation is possible. I'll call him to talk to you as well soon. But look at this. I mean, this is just possible in 3 months. And this person has just finished undergrad, 20 years old. 785 at 735, you have 100 percentile score. So this person has got 50 marks more than the 100 percentile threshold. Absolutely phenomenal, you can see. And this genuinely can happen for anybody. And I do believe that it is possible for absolutely anybody. Do not think that this is possible only for one person. If this person had been so intelligent in the beginning, this person would never have scored 435. It is an absolute celebration. Okay. And this is what really, really inspires me to be a teacher. Look at the phenomenal difference we are able to make, and the difference that will make to his life and career after this. So I want him to join. Kirat, your camera is on? I hope it is. So please welcome Kirat and let's talk to him a little. नर्वस मत हो. आपने बताया थोड़ा नर्वस फील कर रहे हो. अरे आपकी जो अचीवमेंट है वो देखो. Yes, you are a young student. You are just 20 years of age, but I mean, look at what you've achieved. तो मैं जानना चाहूंगा किरत कि कैसे रहा ये पूरा जर्नी आपके लिए, कैसे टॉप 1% ने आपको मदद किया. आपने ऑब्वियसली सेशंस किए होंगे, वीडियोस किए होंगे, मॉक किए होंगे, सब कुछ. बट मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि क्या आपको लगता है कि बाकी सब लोग भी कर सकते हैं. ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. सो लेट मी जस्ट टॉक टू यू कैजुअली अबाउट हाउ यू प्रिपेयर्ड, what happened in your first attempt, and how much time did it take you. All of it, let's see.
Sure, sir. So first of all, thank you for sharing such a platform where I can share my journey about my prep and how I was able to achieve that humongous score of 785. So now talking about the journey, like I'm getting a bit of a nervous right now.
कोई बात नहीं, आप आराम से बात कीजिए, जैसे मर्जी बात कीजिए. आप यहाँ पे स्टार हैं, बाकी लोग आपको भी सुन रहे हैं जो स्टार बन जाएंगे बाद में, बट आप बताइए आराम से जी.
So like I started my prep in month of for the first attempt I started month of February to 2024. So I thought कि मतलब सिर्फ OG करेंगे and कुछ lectures देखेंगे, and hardly I practice only 1 to 2 mocks, that official mocks also, and taking some random mocks, and I thought that I will be able to score above 600. My target was in first attempt was only 625 to 655 because I just wanted to get into King's College over that Warwick in UK. And GMAT score of Focus 655 is a decent score, and I can apply in that college to it. But when I gave my first attempt, I was shocked by seeing that score of 435. Like seriously, it was such a demotivating score. But then
what went wrong? I mean, were you not exposed to the real
practice? Exactly, practice and the content also. Like I joined one tuition for the first time. It was on the top, but they were like literally making us sit in a class of CAT batch where the student of CAT and GMAT were combined, and they were saying that quants is same as of CAT and VARC. We have different kind of thing. एंड आई फाउंड इट ओके, होता होगा ऐसे ही, मतलब अगर कि मेरा भी फर्स्ट टाइम था, मुझे इतना आइडिया था नहीं, तो
बिल्कुल
आई थॉट कि ऐसे ही करते होंगे। उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस भी करी, प्रैक्टिस में कोई लैग था नहीं, क्लासेस सारी अटेंड करी, बट देन मॉक्स भी दिए, उनके मॉक्स में स्कोर इट वाज अ डिसेंट स्कोर, बट उसके जब एक्चुअल जीमैट दिया, आई वाज नॉट एबल टू स्कोर वेल, and then I decided to change my path and practice more, read more, and then the most one point was to like analyze the things properly in DI especially.
और कैसे आपने फिर ज्वाइन किया टॉप, और क्या आपने तो सेल्फ पेस कोर्स लिया था वीडियो वाला?
मैंने लेक्चर कोर्स लिया था एंड बिकॉज मुझको वहाँ कॉन्सेप्ट क्लैरिटी चाहिए थी एंड टाइमिंग का इशू रहता था, लाइक मैं लाइव क्लास सेम टाइम पे ज्वाइन करने, मेरा कॉलेज चल रहा था रेगुलर, आई वाज फ्रॉम रेगुलर कॉलेज, सो इश्यूज आ सकते थे। सो आई थॉट, मैं मतलब मेरा सेल्फ स्टडी का प्लान होता था कि आई यूज्ड टू स्टडी एट नाइट ओनली, and like I used to watch 2 lectures a day and then practice some few questions of the same topic. And then for the 1 month, my target was to practice the concept and just practice questions, not jumping to the mocks. Then for my second attempt, 2 months before my exam, I just focused more on mocks rather than concepts because I was clear in my mind.
आपको ये पता चला कि काफी सारे कॉन्सेप्ट जीमैट में डिफरेंट होते हैं कैट से,
Exactly,
मतलब आपको शॉक
exactly,
लगा होगा कि ऐसे डेटा सफिशिएंसी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, ऐसे
exactly.
मतलब काफी सारी चीजें मैं
Especially talking about critical reasoning part. The most difficult, the most uncertain topic is the critical reasoning for me.
राइट
I found it like I guess 50% or more than questions were from the critical reasoning. We have only 3 RCs in GMAT and 10 to 12 questions from critical reasoning only.
राइट
Getting that accurate that topic is very difficult for me. For me, I found it very difficult. But with the regular practice, I was able to score well.
अच्छा, आप ये बताइए कि कैसे, जैसे आपको वीडियोस ने या जो सेशंस आपने किए अटेंड और उसके बाद प्रैक्टिस मॉक्स, इसने कैसे इतना बड़ा जंप, 350 मतलब बहुत ही बड़ा जंप है, तो कैसे हुआ वो पॉसिबल, बताएं मुझे।
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड से कि मैंने मॉक्स बहुत ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस करे थे एंड ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है कि मेरे सारे मॉक्स में 700 600 स्कोर आ रहा था। आई विल बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट विद यू, मेरा मतलब फर्स्ट 10 मॉक्स में आई वाज स्कोरिंग 555 605 एंड रियरली इन आई वुड से दैट इन 10 mocks I was able to score 655 in only one mock. So the thing was that at the end you know that ये तो सिर्फ mock ही है ना, actual GMAT तो ना। So उसके बाद
कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा आपका उसके, मतलब
exactly, so confidence बढ़
हमारे
गया।
जैसे टॉप के मॉक पोर्टल पे आपने प्रैक्टिस किया, उससे
Yes.
कॉन्फिडेंस आया फाइनली कि वो नहीं था?
तो डेफिनेट कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड होता है एंड एक प्रैक्टिस भी होती है, लाइक हम जब मॉक करते हैं, मॉक को एनालाइज करना इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। लाइक आई यूज्ड टू गिव एटलीस्ट अ डे टू एनालाइज वन मॉक टेस्ट बिकॉज दैट्स द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. Once I have done with the mock and I have done more than 50% wrong, and I used to make some key points that where did I went wrong, which topic is a weaker point, and then I used to practice a lot to that topic only.
आपके
Like
क्या क्या वीक एरियाज थे बताएंगे मुझे? जैसे सीआर आपने बोला काफी वीक था,
in critical reasoning, in
DI?
DI especially, like DI was not that tough, but the question pattern was tough. Like there is a section that we have to like if I'm getting one set, we have option of three. We have to fill 3 yes or 3 no's, and we have to select that. So if I'm selecting one wrong and 2 right now, that will
zero आएगा marks तो।
yes, exactly, that's wasting my time. And also arranging the data. First we have to arrange the data and then we have to solve the question, and it's very time consuming. In first attempt I remember that I was not able to complete my paper, but in second attempt I completed my paper 10 minutes before.
ओवरऑल मतलब आपके हर
Overall,
सेक्शन में जल्दी खत्म हो गया?
no, not overall. Like I was like overall. In DI section, I'm talking about that I completed it before time, like 10 minutes before.
अच्छा, और आपने जो वीडियोस देखे, जैसे एक एक करके आप बताएं थोड़ा सा, तो रीडिंग
Yes, sir.
कॉम्प्रिहेंशन आपने देखा होगा, मैथ देखा होगा, डीएस देखा, हर
In
चीज
reading comprehension, I would say I am coming from a commerce background, so वो chemical वाले RCs होते थे, वो जो science वाले RCs आते थे, I didn't like that because उसका content मेरे को समझ नहीं आता था. बेसिकली उसकी लेंथ मैटर नहीं करती थी, उसका कंटेंट मैटर करता है कि उसके बाद भी उसमें से जो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं वो भी क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग काइंड ऑफ ही होते हैं, उनको पढ़ के एनालाइज करना पड़ता है। तो वो उसको एक मतलब उसकी एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग आना इज अ डिफिकल्ट थिंग, बट अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करते रहोगे डेली बेसिस पे 3-4 आरसीज तो वो हो जाएगा, वो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है। मेरे को बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं थे ये वाले आरसीज जो केमिकल वाले होते थे, बट इन सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट आई यूज्ड टू स्पेशली टारगेट दीज आरसीज ओनली, एंड yes, reading few books or kind of things also helped a lot.
अच्छा, और मुझे ये बताएं कि जैसे आपको डेटा सफिशिएंसी काफी अनयूजुअल लगा होगा ना, जैसे मैथ्स
Yes,
तो
sir.
एक चीज है, बट डीएस काफी अनयूजुअल लगा होगा।
DI is completely different from any exam. Like if you're talking about CAT, SAT, or any other exam, it's completely different because I have given CAT also, and I have seen that there is like CAT is more of a logical reasoning, but in DI we have that multi-source reasoning, two-part analysis, which is a bit of confusing also. And we have like in GMAT the exam is adaptive, so if we are doing one set right, the another question will be more difficult. So that was also a kind of challenge for me.
और बताइए, when you will genuinely become a star in front of people who are listening to you right now, तो आपके पास क्या टिप्स होंगे कि मतलब अगर अभी कोई प्रिपेयर कर रहा है, उसका स्कोर उतना अच्छे से नहीं आ रहा है, नाउ यू आर ऑन द अदर साइड, आई एम श्योर आपने ऐसा स्कोर तो एक्सपेक्ट भी नहीं किया होगा, मैं नहीं मानता कि कभी ऐसा सोचा भी होगा कि आपका इतना अच्छा स्कोर आएगा, बट
Exactly.
क्या आपकी टिप्स रहेंगी, 2-3 बताएं मुझे।
So first of all, you have to be consistent. Like आप daily basis पे 10 क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करोगे ना, for points I would say that's okay. 2 RCs a day is more than enough. And practicing 5 to 10 questions of critical reasoning is also a good thing. You just have to give 1 or 2 to 3 hours in a day for your practice, and that would be enough for I would say GMAT requires for both. I can say that for working professionals and college students, 3 months is more than enough. I can say that because we just need to give 1 month or 1.5 months for topics, and then 1.5 months for mock tests and practice.
आपका हाईएस्ट मॉक स्कोर क्या था ऑफिशियल में और हमारे मॉक्स में, बताएं थोड़ा।
Official में I was able to score 685, and in the top 1%, my highest was 705.
So that's it. लेकिन ये तो बहुत ही बड़ा, तो आपको लगा होगा कि चलो मे बी आई टच 700, तो जब ये स्कोर देखा तो क्या फीलिंग थी, बताएं। And
First of all, I was shocked because firstly I thought that it's an unofficial score, so I will see the official score within 15 days or 10 days. So I might thought that it will decrease a little bit, but it didn't happen like that. So yes, I was actually shocked. Like I was shocked twice. First when I scored 435, and then when I scored 785.
राइट। और क्या आप सजेस्ट करोगे टॉप मटेरियल से, टॉप मॉक से लोग क्या पढ़ें जिसमें सबसे एफिशिएंट प्रेप हो, बिकॉज़ इट्स एन अमेजिंग फीलिंग दैट आई हैव एज अ टीचर आल्सो, तो बताएं मुझे।
Yes, sir. For me, recorded material batch suited me the most because I mentioned it before that I was a college student. So I used to manage my studies of college and then GMAT prep also. So I think you have to practice mocks. You have to the question banks, daily practice problems. That's all. It doesn't require anything extra apart from this. But make sure that only OG is not the thing. That if you are doing only the official guides and you thought that you can now score well in GMAT, that's not a thing. OG is just for starting your prep.
Right.
There are more topics that you need to cover. Like GMAT, if you're going with the help of OG only, your score will rely in between 555 to 605. That's the max. But GMAT is an adaptive test, and when you are maintaining that accuracy, in the end the questions are very difficult. So for that you need to have that kind of practice and that kind of accuracy. You need to maintain that. So I would say that the amount of difficult questions are less in the OG, but they are more in the material of top.
मतलब जब आपने 11 परसेंटाइल स्कोर किया पहली बार, तो आपको लगा होगा मैं कितना एवरेज स्टूडेंट हूँ, मुझे तो नहीं होगा, ये नहीं होगा, 100 तो आपने कभी सोचा ही नहीं होगा। मैं
ठीक है। So after my first attempt, I was also like changing. My mind was changing towards GRE, but I thought कि अब क्योंकि GMAT अब नहीं हो रहा है मुझसे और मैं इस पर टाइम क्यों वेस्ट करूँ, पैसे भी क्यों वेस्ट करूँ। So my mind was shifting towards GRE, but then I thought कि दोनों almost same ही होते हैं, कोई फर्क भी नहीं है, and GMAT अभी दिया है, पैटर्न पता है, लेक्चर्स भी मैंने ले लिए हैं, तो I was like कि चलो एक लास्ट टाइम लेते हैं GMAT का, अगर ये वाला नहीं होगा तो then I'll move towards GRE.
चलो बहुत ही बढ़िया। मैं आपकी स्टोरी इतनी इंस्पायरिंग है मेरे लिए भी एज अ टीचर, ट्रस्ट मी। हम लोग देखते हैं 100 परसेंटाइल स्कोर बार बार, बट फिर भी जो जंप है आपका और जो जहां से आप आते हैं, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि कोई आईआईटी का बैकग्राउंड है तो आपको सब बहुत पहले से, एक बहुत सिंपल केएमसी में आप जो अंडरग्रेड किया डीयू से, जितने लोग हमारे पास डीयू के इतने स्टूडेंट्स हैं, वो उनका एक प्रॉब्लम है, वो बिलीव ही नहीं करते हैं कि वो हो पाएगा, और जो लोग बिलीव करते हैं फ्रैंकली बहुत कुछ मिराकुलस टर्न अराउंड हो सकता है। तो मेरी टीम आपसे फिर से कांटेक्ट करेगी, and all the very best for your future, anywhere, whatever you do, all the very best for your future. You have been an inspiration. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Kirat, hi.
Hello, sir.
I'll straight away jump to the very important aspect of this conversation, which is your 785.
Yes.
Yeah, from a 435, which is a 350 point jump.
Exactly.
How does it feel?
So it feels like it's an extraordinary achievement for me.
I'm sure it is.
And I was literally shocked when I see that score for 785. Like in my first time, as you mentioned, I scored 435. That was also again a shocking point for me.
Yeah.
Because 435 is a very lower score.
It's an 11th percentile.
11%.
11th percentile लोग बिना पढ़े ही ले आते हैं.
Exactly. मैंने फोकस भी नहीं किया कि परसेंटाइल कितनी है, 435 देखा, मैंने उसका ऑफिशियल स्कोर भी नहीं देखा, मतलब अब हो गया, खत्म हो गया, अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता. I would not get any college with 435, and even if I'm applying in any college now, I should not send my GMAT score because it will be very shameful for me and for that committee who is evaluating my scorecard.
When did you start your preparation? Start.
Okay, so first I'll tell, like when I decided when I have to go for GMAT or
Yeah,
CAT,
yeah.
2024 January month, I remember, I opted that I'll go for GMAT only. And if my prep is going well, I'll also give CAT. I took admission in Time Education, which was only 10 minutes away from my location. And I thought that they promised me that we have a 3-month course curriculum and you will get recordings of each class after your offline session, and it's valid till 6 months. Also 10 mock tests, 20 active tests, and some few practice questions. So I thought yes, Time has a good brand value, and also I saw the results, but that were of CAT results. So I thought that yes, they are helpful, and also they are like only 10 minutes away from my location. So I thought that Time would be a better option for me. So when like my classes started in the month of Jan end, and I was from a weekend batch student. So the issue was that in the first day I was asked to sit in a classroom of 50 to 60 students, and I thought कि इतनी तो population है नहीं GMAT की, इतने बच्चे कहाँ से हैं? Then I asked my co-friend who he was also studying there. So he said that I am from CAT, like I'm preparing for CAT. Like in Time, what used to happen was that they used to make CAT, GMAT, and all other aptitude test students sit together in one classroom, and they used to say that क्वांट्स में यही सिलेबस उनका भी है, GMAT का भी सिलेबस है, CAT का भी यही है,
अच्छा,
SAT का भी यही है.
तो सिलेबस सेम है, तो सारी
Exactly.
कैट वालों को भी GMAT वालों को भी साथ पढ़ा रहे हैं.
Exactly.
ओके.
And I thought कि ऐसे ही होता होगा. I was not aware कि क्या है क्या. मैंने सिलेबस देखा था. I also find कि सेम ही है सिलेबस तो. But जब एक्चुअल एग्जाम दिया ना, I found the very like there was a huge difference. Content wise also, exam pattern wise also, and syllabus wise also, and difficulty level wise also. Then in month of I guess April, my course was ended. At that time, and I had some recordings, and recordings were 5 years old. Like in recordings, they were teaching about GMAT 2019. Like I was shocked when they promised me that they will.
No, I'm
deliver.
sorry. I'm just I want to clarify. So GMAT has now updated, right? It's
GMAT
Focus
Focus,
Edition.
yes.
पुराना वाला तो अभी
From
ले ही नहीं रहा
2024,
है.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
nobody is taking the old or classic GMAT as we call it. Everybody is taking the Focus Edition, which is the GMAT now, right? So you're saying the course was of the previous edition.
The recordings was of the previous.
Recordings were of the
but
previous
the class
edition.
was
Okay.
class was according to the Focus Edition only.
Okay.
So that was also an issue because they promised me that they will deliver the live class recording after the after the class.
Yeah.
But I used to get 4 to 5 years back recording.
Okay.
It was not helpful.
Okay.
See that.
Clearly. Okay. April time ended. Were you confident? Were you satisfied?
I was a little bit confident, I would
Okay.
say. So I also explored other tuitions. I was giving some mocks also at that time, and my score was not that enough.
What were you scoring?
I was scoring in a range of 505,
505.
525, 555.
So this is after 3 months of time.
After 3 months of time.
Okay, and we're sitting in April right now.
April.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then, in May month, we have our DU exams. So I took a break. I started preparing for my DU exams, and after that, when I was when my DU exam was over, I discovered one more institution, PW, and I joined their GMAT Stellar batch. And I used to watch their lectures. Like they have like decent amount of content, and which also helped me in building my concept stronger. And then
Were these physical sessions?
no, these were online sessions.
This was online.
Like,
Time was physical.
Time was physical,
Okay.
and PW delivers only online sessions.
Okay.
Online live classes. But I didn't used to watch live. I just used to watch only recording of the classes.
Okay.
And I used to practice their DVPs and 2-3 mocks on a weekly basis. That's all. Okay. So I was also scoring that time in mocks 550, 600, sometimes 600, 605.
How long was your preparation with PW?
Around 4 months. I can
4
say.
months.
4 months.
Acha. So 4 months you did with PW.
Content only.
Content. Only the lectures. So self-paced like.
Self-paced
Okay.
lectures,
To summarize this, 3 months you were with Time. 3 months with Time, 4 months with PW. 7 months in total preparation of GMAT. You've done with 2 institutes, and then you gave your first GMAT exam. You were scoring a 625 in the mocks when you felt it. You were ready to take the test. Hence you
Yes.
booked the test. What happened on the test day? Your first attempt.
So
What
like okay, I'll tell you one more thing.
Yeah.
I was delaying my GMAT.
Why?
Like I didn't book it before. Like in month of August, I was first planning to give GMAT, and then I thought कि अभी practice इतनी अच्छी नहीं है, तो अभी 2 mock और करेंगे and कुछ questions practice करेंगे, and उसके बाद 10 दिन बाद देंगे GMAT. 10 दिन आ गए, निकल गया वो टाइम, फिर दोबारा 10 दिन बाद देंगे. ऐसे करते करते डिले होता गया, and 15 September was a day when I decided कि नहीं, not decided. I booked the exam on 15th of September, and I booked it only 7 days before, like I can say in 8 or 9 September. And that was the point when I also get starting nervous कि because अब एग्जाम पास आ रहा है, बुक हो चुके हैं, फीस कट चुकी है, एंड अब तो है ही, अब कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते. एंड सेंटर आई ऑल्सो लाइक सेंटर वॉज ओनली इट वॉज ऑन 12 खंबा रोड, 20 kilometers away from my location. Like I'll be very honest. Like my parents, both my parents accompanied me to the test center, and they literally waited outside for 3 hours outside the center. And they were also excited. I was also excited. I was not that nervous when I was traveling to the center. I was just revising my notes and some quick formulas. And when I went to center, it was my first experience. They asked me to show passport, everything, that formalities. I do that. I committed all the formalities, and then I was taken to the examination hall. It was like there was only 12 to 15 students sitting. I was very okay. I was fine. They gave me one exam board, 2 to 3 markers, and I was okay. Then I then what happened was I was just reading the instructions and everything, and I was clear in my mind that first I'll go with quants, then I'll go with not I will go with DI and then VARC, because I found quants to be very easier, DI to be tougher, and VARC also, like it was also like on a moderate level, I would say. And also like one of my friend has already given GMAT before, so she also said that quants would be really easier, and it was really easier. So I just select the order, started my exam, and I remember like in GMAT what we have to do, if I selected quant section first, and I am solving like 4 to 5 questions on the early stage, they have to be correct. Like it's a compulsion if you want to score a good score. And if you are making some mistakes in the starting only, then you will not be able to score well, because GMAT is an adaptive test, and in that what happens is if you will do one question right, then another will be more difficult, and the difficulty level would increase by levels. So what happened was, I was having well enough of practice with my all the concepts, and I thought that I will be able to score well in quants. And my target was to score highest marks in quants, then VARC and DI. And I remember like when I was solving the quants, I found it easier, but I know that मैंने 3-4 क्वेश्चन तो गलत कर दिए हैं शुरू में.
अच्छा.
एंड आई थॉट कि कोई बात नहीं, अभी आगे संभाल लेंगे. एंड मतलब क्योंकि DI भी है एंड VARC भी है, उसमें एक्यूरेसी मेंटेन कर लेंगे. बट हुआ क्या कि मतलब जब मेरा क्वांट सेक्शन एंड हुआ, मतलब मेरे को याद है कि 2 मिनट रहते थे, मेरे को 3 क्वेश्चन करना था. तो क्या लिटरली अभी मैं थोड़ा सा फ्रस्ट्रेट हो रहा था, क्वेश्चन का डिफिकल्टी लेवल कुछ ज़्यादा होते जा रहा था, मेरे को फील हो रहा था, बट वो एक्चुअली में नहीं हो रहा था. लास्ट के 3 क्वेश्चन मैंने कुछ भी भरा ABC, and then move to next. मतलब मेरे को थोड़ा टाइम मिल गया, 2-3 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा. I just take a deep breath, relaxed, and then I started with VARC section. VARC section में like okay, the first issue I was facing was of the reading, like the screen size was a bit of smaller, so I used to I was facing difficulties in reading the RCs. And I remember like in GMAT we have 3 to 4 RCs and 10 to 12 questions of CR. So CR was my stronger side. I thought that assumption and conclusion question would help me a lot in scoring a good score. So I remember like when I opted for like VARC section, the first question was only the RC. So I read it RC twice. It took me 5 to 7 minutes. I solved 3 to 4 questions of RCs and then moved to next part. And I thought that I'm running out of time. 10 minutes have already gone, and I'm still left out with 2 RCs and around 12 questions of CR. So I just phased up. And that was also the biggest mistake, because when I was I thought that the question is easier. I was just ये तो मैंने देखा हुआ करा हुआ है, इसका आंसर assumption नहीं होगा, and इसका ये A या B जो ऑप्शन थी वो होगी, and I just clicked it and moved towards the next question. ऐसे करता गया and ये VARC का सेक्शन एंड हो गया था. and मुझे याद है कि लास्ट में इसमें भी हुआ था कि मेरे को टाइम नहीं बचा था मेरे पास. देन आई टुक अ ब्रेक ऑफ 15 मिनट्स, क्योंकि हमें ऑप्शन ब्रेक मिलता है एग्जाम में, एंड क्योंकि DI स्टार्ट करना था. DI वॉज द डिफिकल्ट थिंग, फर्स्ट टाइम में भी सेकेंड में भी. सो अब मुझे बता रही कि मैं थोड़ा गलत कर रहा हूँ, तो मेरे को 600 एटलीस्ट स्कोर करना ही करना है किसी भी तरह. सो मैंने मतलब थोड़ा रिलैक्स किया, मतलब 10 मिनट ब्रेक था, एंड देन आई स्टार्ट विद पेपर अगेन. एंड उसके बाद DI जब मैंने फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखा, डाटा सफिशिएंसी, इट वाज इजी क्वेश्चन. डाटा सफिशिएंसी इजी, में इतना कुछ डिफिकल्ट नहीं लगा. जब तक वो क्वेश्चन आ रहे थे, आई वॉज एबल टू स्कोर वेल. एंड जब मैंने पहला सेट देखा, आई वॉज शॉक कि ये क्या लैंग्वेज है, बिल्कुल समझ नहीं आ रहा. मतलब पहला सेट, उसके 3 वो मॉड्यूल्स, उनको शिफ्ट करो, क्वेश्चन बनाओ, क्वेश्चन का डाटा अरेंज करो, उसके बाद उसका पहला पार्ट रीड करो. मांग क्या रहा है, भूलते जा रहे थे कि वो क्या रहा है मेरे साथ. पहला सेट करना था, 10 से 15 मिनट लग गए, टाइम पूरा गया. मतलब जो मैंने एक्यूरेसी टाइम मैंने डाटा सफिशिएंसी में कवर करा था, वो सारा मेरा एक सेट में चला गया. तो मुझे लगा कि चलो इसको हम फ्लैग लगा देंगे, इसको एंड में रिव्यू करेंगे. 3 ऑप्शन मैंने कुछ ही भरे, नेक्स्ट सेट में गया, ईजी आया नेक्स्ट सेट. मैंने वो VARC का सेट था, मैंने करा क्योंकि मैं थोड़ा सा नर्वस हो गया था उस टाइम पे. बट टाइम मतलब मैं आई वॉज रनिंग आउट ऑफ टाइम. टाइम मतलब बहुत सारा लग चुका था, एंड मेरे को 2 सेट को करना था. करते करते एग्जाम एंड हुआ, एंड जब जैसे वो लास्ट क्वेश्चन क्लिक करा, एकदम से स्क्रीन आ गई, एंड मैंने सिर्फ ऐसे टोटल स्कोर देखा 435. आई स्टार्टेड क्राइंग देयर ओनली. ये क्या हो गया 435, मतलब पेरेंट्स को मैं क्या बोलूँगा.
You were expecting a 620. मतलब आपको लग रहा था वो तो आ ही जाएगा. And you scored a 435. Okay. Okay, 435 आया. You saw the score. you felt bad or whatever. A lot of students that we know, मतलब it's a basic human tendency, right? अगर मेरा 435 आता है, which is an 11th percentile on a comparative exam like GMAT, people tend to like break down, right? वो they think कि यार कितना ही ऊपर चले जाऊंगा इससे, 435 से 535 हो जाएगा, 500 की रेंज में चले जाएगा, but maybe I'm not built for this. You know, some people start thinking I'm not, I don't test well.
like बहुत सारे self doubts आ रहे थे मेरे
How do you
को।
tackle those?
फर्स्ट मैं बताता हूँ, मेरा डाउनफॉल शुरू हो गया। आई थॉट कि ये हो रहा
हाँ।
है, एंड जीमैट जब मेरा स्कोर खराब हुआ उसके बाद अब क्या करना है, क्योंकि इससे पहले आई आल्सो टुक counseling session from upgrad also for my applying into good universities. They promised that they will help me in making SOP and LOAs. And now I was like, क्योंकि 430 का स्कोर है, अब मैं अप्लाई किधर करूँ? फर्स्ट राउंड की डेडलाइन स्टार्ट हुआ थी सितंबर के मंथ में, एंड फॉर MIM अक्टूबर, एंड जो मेरी मतलब एक फ्रेंड थी उसने ऑलरेडी अप्लाई करना स्टार्ट कर दिया था। पैनिक भी हो रहा था, कुछ टाइम लगा, थोड़ा 10 मिनट लगे इससे बाहर आने में। उसके बाद अक्टूबर का मंथ आ गया था हमारे, लाइक आई वाज द जनरल सेक्रेटरी ऑफ माय सोसाइटी आल्सो, सो हमारा इवेंट आ रहा था, एंड उसमें थोड़ा ज़्यादा बिजी हो गया इवेंट की प्लानिंग एंड उसके एग्जीक्यूशन में। एंड देन आई रीडिस्कवर्ड कि चलो एक लास्ट टाइम देके देखते हैं, बिकॉज उस वक्त मेरी एक फ्रेंड का वॉरबेक और इम्पीरियल में हो गया था, एंड उसका 625 था, तो उसने मेरे को मोटिवेट करा कि एक बार देख क्या पता हो जाएगा। तो मैंने थोड़ा सा ना, अब इस वक्त मैंने क्या करा कि आई यूज टू लाइक फर्स्ट आई यूज टू रिसर्च अ लॉट अबाउट एग्जाम पैटर्न, exam structure and exam council, and also of universities also, like LBS also offer 2 mocks, Warwick also offer 2 their own adaptive mocks. So before even starting my prep for second attempt, I just went to the mock portal and I just gave for just to check my score where I'm standing according to LBS. So I gave their first mock and I scored again 495. So it was
This was when?
in month of October.
Month of October. Okay.
So I thought कि अब इनको prep start करना अच्छे से। I discovered top 1%.
What happened that you joined top 1%?
As I mentioned before also,
Yeah.
that I was first of all, parents also asked me to explore other tuitions. Like they were saying that koi baat nahi, we don't care about the money. You join, if you want to join one tuition, you join one. If you want to join 10 tuitions, you can join 10 tuitions. That's not a problem. But the problem was that you have to practice. You have to select the best source. You have to select the best content, and you have to give your best this time. So I promised them this. I will give my best this time, and I was discovering 4 to 5 organizations at that time. Target is Prep, GMAT Club, and Marathon Prep. Marathon Prep is from like it's not an India-based company, it's an international company, and top 1% also, and again PW was there also. So I thought that top 1% would add a little bit more value, because the content was also like we're promising 25 marks and also that decent amount of questions. So I thought that I'll go with top. I enrolled into the self-paced recorded lecture batch, because I was a college student. So I used to like sometimes also I have to go to college also, so I might not be able to attend the live classes. So I take admission in a recorded batch. Now it was a time of November, and I was enrolled at top also. So I started practicing from, like, content was not an issue, because it just required a little bit of pressure. That was done. I jumped towards mocks in month of November and December. December was completely given to the mocks only, and even November I also gave this month to mocks only. Like I used to practice one mock. Like if I'm practicing first mock, then I will score obviously 455. I know that कि मैंने practice करी नहीं इतनी, content तो वही same है, and question भी same ही है, तो मतलब मैं गलत कहाँ जा रहा हूँ, questions में गलत जा रहा हूँ, and जब एक confidence level होता है वो गिर जाता है जब मैं अपना एक question गलत करता हूँ ना, और next भी जो है ना वो easy आता है, but मैं उसे भी गलत कर देता हूँ, nervousness की वजह से गलत हो जाता है। So I thought कि ये एक issue है, ये एक challenge है। I used to note down all the challenges. I used to note down where I'm going wrong and what are my weaker points. So अब मैंने एक list में like पूरी ready कर रहा था ना, and उसको मैं रोज़ एक दिन उठाता था कि आज मतलब मेरा, let's suppose I'm talking about RC section, CR section, and I'm weaker on bold face questions. So I practice 10 questions every day of bold face until I get accuracy of 9 by 10 or 8 by 10. So that helped me a lot. When I was giving mocks again, I was scoring well in bold enough questions. So thing was कि अब मेरे को पूरा मॉक टारगेट नहीं करना है, मैंने एक टॉपिक उठाया, मैंने उसमें अपनी एक्यूरेसी मेंटेन कर लिया, मेरे को मॉक में बस ये चेक करना है कि मेरा वो टॉपिक ठीक हुआ नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि मैं उससे ही गलत कर रहा हूँ, मैं फिर से गलत ट्रैक पर जा रहा हूँ। सो मेरा स्कोर आ रहा है फिर से 500, बट मुझे खुशी ये हो रही है कि मैंने जो टॉपिक्स मार्क करे थे मेरे वो क्वेश्चन पूरे ठीक, बाकी ये कोई बात नहीं, खराब होते रहे। मैं एक टॉपिक उठाऊंगा, उसका कंटेंट दोबारा देखूंगा, उसी टॉपिक क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करूंगा, एंड जब मैं मॉक वाले एनवायरमेंट में जाऊंगा, जब मैं उसे दोबारा प्रैक्टिस करूंगा, तब अगर वो चीज़ ठीक हो रही है मुझसे, then I'm going on a good track.
How long was your preparation for after your first attempt, before your second attempt?
For my second attempt, my preparation was around 3 months.
3 months, which is the ideal time, which we
Ideal
also
time.
tell people.
So in month of December, I was solving around 30 questions a day of CR and RC mix, and practicing around 30 questions again of quant section. So my target was to complete 60 to 70 questions in a day, and I used to study in night only, because I was student of I used to go to college also, and I didn't get that time and daytime. So my schedule was that I used to start studying by 10:30 or 10:45. Uh, how I used to study was first I'll take one black coffee, and after that I used to plan out my day. Like I'll note down the topics I used to do within a time frame. Like I'll give 11 to 1 p.m. to quant section, and in quants also percentage or algebra what I'm doing, and then I'll give another half an hour to my CR. So and okay, my technique was how I used to practice CR and BRC was that if I'm starting my quant section, 15 minutes before my quant section, I'll do 10 questions of CR. And then while ending that quant section, I'll again do 10 questions of CR. So that was like what we can say that helped me a lot because I was practicing CR on a regular basis. I don't have a fixed time for CR. 10 questions कर लिए, that's good, well enough. एग्जाम में 10 ही आने, बस उसमें एक्यूरेसी मेंटेन करनी है एंड बीच में कॉन्स कर लिया. अगेन DI भी ऐसे ही डाटा सफिशिएंसी 10 क्वेश्चन कर लिए, देन DI के सेट्स करे एंड देन CR दोबारा से कर. तो ये मेरा शेड्यूल रहता था. इसके बीच में आई डोंट यूज टू गिव टाइम टू अदर सब्जेक्ट्स लाइक फॉर माई DU ऑल्सो. आई थॉट कि आई वुड ओनली फोकस ऑन GMAT नाउ. DU एग्जाम्स हम बाद में देख लेंगे, कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता वैसे भी. एंड मतलब एग्जैक्टली DU के एग्जाम्स के वजह से इतना वो नहीं आता. तो फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट लॉक हो गया. अब सेकेंड दिसंबर का मंथ था. डेली मॉक्स, मतलब डेली करना ही करना है, भले छूटे कुछ हो, टाइम ना मिले, कुछ भी करके मॉक एक करना
Practice on TOP marks?
Sorry,
TOP, top 1%
Top
mocks.
1%, हाँ,
We have
20
sectional
mocks.
tests and all of those things also. You did those also?
I also did that,
अच्छा.
but my target was to first go to mocks only.
Okay.
Because मेरे को उस एक environment में enter करना था. Because 2 hours 15 minutes
Yeah.
without taking a break. And उसके बाद when I'm done with the mock, I'll take a break of 1.5 or 2 hours. I'll just chill out, and then उसके बाद I used to go back to again on the same mock, and I used to analyze the mistakes. I used to write down where did I went wrong this mock. Like let's suppose I'm scoring 500, and I have done around 20 questions wrong. So I used to first shortlist 20 questions, asked out from faculty and the team of support team, and if I'm able to understand that concept, I'll just write it down, and then again I'll go to the material book, and I'll practice same nature of questions more than 10 times. Like not the same question, but same level of questions, around 10 to 15 questions at a time. So that also helped me. Like small things add to your journey a lot.
So there's a certain pattern that I'm observing. You used to maintain an error log. Clearly,
Sorry?
error log.
Error log, yes.
Clearly, right?
Exactly.
Which is what we keep telling our students also, that you have to maintain an error log. It's non-negotiable.
And you have to also work on that because
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
important.
whatever the errors are, then I'm
Exactly.
understanding that you're constantly working towards fixing those errors also and making sure that the accuracy is on point. Then we work towards timing as well, but you're making sure that you're getting the fundamentals right.
Yes, my first target was to work on accuracy, then towards time.
Which is why fundamentals. I mean, you get your
Exactly.
theory correct. And okay, got it. There has to be some mindset shift between your preparation for a 435 and your preparation for a 785.
When I
कुछ
was
तो
preparing-
पर्सनालिटी में चेंज हुआ होगा, माइंडसेट में चेंज हुआ होगा.
Exactly, sir. मतलब एक कॉन्फिडेंस था वगैरह वो एकदम खत्म हो गया था. एंड उसके बाद जब मैं उसमें रीगेन आया, जब मैंने
Yeah.
रीगेन करा ना,
Yeah.
तो आई वाज लाइक, अब मैंने इस बार किसी को बताया भी नहीं था. आई वाज लाइक सीक्रेटिव अबाउट माय सेकंड अटेम्प्ट. अब मेरे को था कि एक बार जब हो जाएगा तो अपने सबको पता चल जाएगा.
अच्छा.
ऐसा ही हुआ एग्जैक्टली. मतलब मेरे को किसी को बताने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. मेरे
Yeah, I
second
mean,
attempt आ गया.
yeah.
एंड ये था कि अब मेरे को मतलब आई हैव टू बी ऑनेस्ट विद माई सेल्फ. इन फर्स्ट
So what does that mean?
So I know that let's suppose I'm talking about P&L topic. I know that I am weaker in this section, but I'll skip that part in my first attempt. इसका नहीं आएगा, एक क्वेश्चन नहीं तो आएगा, छोड़ देंगे, ये कर लेंगे. But in second attempt, my focus was only to, if I'm getting a P&L question now, I'll do 10 questions same like again and again.
Same time. Yeah,
yes.
got it.
And if that question bank is also complete, I'll go to ChatGPT and find the same amount of question and then practice it. So that was the thing. Like I used to take a challenge on a daily basis कि ये मेरा weaker section है, मैं इसको करके ही रहूँगा सब कुछ और. ऐसे करते करते छोटे बस लाइक स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ चैलेंज लेता गया. टॉपिक्स कवर होते गए, मेरा बैकलॉग जो था वो सारा कवर हो गया. मॉक्स में जब मैंने जंप किया, मेरा स्कोर थोड़ा इंप्रूव होना शुरू हो गया था. 655 में आ गया था. मैं 655 मेरे एक लोएस्ट स्कोर जो आ रहा था टॉप के एग्जाम्स में था 625. इससे कम नहीं आया. मतलब मेरे को एक कॉन्फिडेंस आ गई कि अब चलो मेरा 400-500 स्कोर तो गया. वो वाला फेस खत्म हो चुका है. अब मैं 625 की रेस में. ठीक है, तो आई वाज स्कोरिंग ऑन स्केल ऑफ 625 टू 655. तो मेरे को ये था कि मतलब मेरा वो वाला फेस तो चला गया जब मैं 400-500 स्कोर करता था. अब मैं 625 की लीग में आ चुका हूँ. अब मेरे को यहाँ से 705 की जो जंप होती है ना, वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट होती है क्योंकि जो मैक्सिमम ऑडियंस है जीमैट की इसी स्कोर में अटकी हुई है 625 से 725. यहाँ से ऊपर जाने के लिए स्ट्रैटेजी को चेंज करनी पड़ती है. थिंग्स अब थोड़ी डिफरेंट हो जाती है. अब हमें क्या करना होता है, अब हमें लाइक प्रैक्टिस तो चलो ठीक है, बट एक एक्यूरेसी और टाइम को मेंटेन करते हुए और एक ट्रैप क्वेश्चन होते हैं कि अब जब आपका स्कोर इंप्रूव हो रहा है तो आपको ट्रैप क्वेश्चन ही दिखने वाले हैं. ट्रैप क्वेश्चन आपको दिखेगा कि क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग व्हाट इज 2 + 2 बट आंसर इज 6 and how that 6 is coming you have to like thought a lot. and that helped me with the material of top also, because we have a section of that trap, like we like
Yeah.
in every class we used to we have marked that question that is a trap question, and so
Yeah.
I used to explain that how it's trap and how we have to discover a trap question.
Hmm.
So that also helped me when I saw that when I saw that language, when there was a language difference also in exam, like if they are mentioning, let's suppose and they are talking in past tense, so you need to analyze if the thing, like in data sufficiency only we have 5 options, and if we are thinking that C is the right option, that both A and B statements are correct, and C fulfills the conclusion of the above, the answer would be both are wrong, E option. So that was also a challenging part, and that questions come when you are scoring above 705. So now my target shift towards that I have to do trap questions, and that was like really, I would say, the मतलब दिमाग में मतलब
Toughest phase of your
toughest phase,
preparation.
exactly,
हाँ,
मतलब वो बहुत
clearly.
tough questions थे,
हाँ.
and basic questions हमें OG में एक भी नहीं मिलेगा.
हमारी तो एक गाइड है ना जिसमें आपको 700 to 800 लेवल
Exactly,
क्वेश्चंस
मैंने
मिलते
वो
हैं.
सारे
I
practice करता
think that's a gold mine.
Exactly,
Okay.
that helped me a lot.
हाँ.
And talking about OGs में आपको डाटा सेट्स नहीं मिलेंगे, आपको ऐसे DS के ये वाले क्वेश्चंस, ट्रैप क्वेश्चंस नहीं मिलेंगे.
Yeah.
OG is for beginner levels.
I think it can get you again to that average level जो आपका 600 में वहाँ तक आपको ले आएगा. But the jump beyond that requires
705 के लिए you have to be like, you have to shortlist a good amount of content.
Yeah.
You have to practice, I can say about 20 mocks.
Yeah.
And you have to analyze them also.
Now when you say good amount of content, did you find that at top 1%?
Exactly.
That's why you scored a 7. Okay, interesting. हाँ, please tell me. ये जो आप बात कर रहे थे from a 600 range to a 705 के ऊपर का range का जो jump है, थोड़ा सा डिटेल में बात करिए उसमें. What is that jump? How does one get there? Because clearly a lot of people are stuck in that range.
So I would say कि प्रैक्टिस तो ठीक है, वो तो करनी ही करनी है.
Yeah.
बट आपको जो ट्रैप क्वेश्चंस हैं, जो डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस हैं, जो डिफिकल्टी लेवल बढ़ रहा है, आपको वो क्वेश्चंस का नीचे समझना पड़ेगा कि क्वेश्चन ऐसा नीचे का नीचे का आ रहा है, तो इसके पीछे का रीज़न क्या है. लाइक इफ आई एम गेटिंग क्वेश्चन ऑफ लेट्स से रिलेटिव स्पीड, तो अब मैं समझ रहा हूँ कि TTS हम कर रहे हैं. TTS में रिलेटिविटी का कॉन्सेप्ट तभी आता है जब आप एक टफ सेक्शन पे आ चुके हो. वो एक ऐसा कॉन्सेप्ट है जब सर ही बोल देते हैं कि ये मतलब बहुत रेयरेस्ट कॉन्सेप्ट है, तब आएगा जब बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स पे हो गए. ऐसा होता रहा, लाइक कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री में रोम्बस का कॉन्सेप्ट आ गया, आया नहीं है बट आ सकता है. वो तभी आएगा जब आपका स्कोर 75 से ऊपर होगा. So you have to prepare for the worst. Like when you are on scoring around 705, you have to cover all the topics. मतलब irrelevant भी है तो भी
You can't
करना
skip
पड़ेगा.
anything.
Sorry?
You can't skip anything.
Yes, exactly. And in GMAT we have to attempt all the questions.
Yeah.
We don't have any option to leave any question. And because there is no negative marking. So concepts तो सारे करने ही पड़ेंगे, उसका कोई solution नहीं है. And second thing was कि जब आप मॉक्स कर रहे हो, मॉक्स में वैसे क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, डाटाटिव नेचर आएंगे, तो वो और कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड करता है.
So you started understanding the pattern of the test.
Exactly.
So this is something that we have noticed. Students, when they join us, they are exposed to so many success stories. 750, 99%, 100%. There's so many success stories. That their goal and objective changes. Their entire ambition changes. Okay? It drives their confidence in their preparation and motivation and stuff. Did you experience something like this?
So exactly, I will tell you, when I scored 785, like I also gave that seminar with Sandeep sir day
Yeah.
before, and you won't believe my LinkedIn is flooded with messages.
Yeah.
Like more than, I can say, 200 300 DMs are there on my LinkedIn, and I don't know how people are getting my number.
Yeah.
Like they have like find out my number, and they are dropping me DMs on WhatsApp. They are even calling me. Yesterday I took a meeting with three person who are working profession, and one is working in Bain. And Bain is a company where like that's a dream tier of
Pretty
many
smart
person.
people there. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they are asking tips from me. So that was like what I have achieved. I just realized कि मैंने क्या क्या कर लिया है.
No, I'll sort of help you understand कि आपने क्या किया. 785 का magnitude you need to understand. The average GMAT score requirement for Ivy Leagues M7s, which are the best out there, say Harvard, Stanford,
Exactly.
725, 735.
Exactly.
You have scored 50 points above the averages of these colleges. Okay.
Yes.
People
Only
with
3 questions were wrong on a scale of 66.
Yeah.
Like 63 were right, 3 were
Yeah.
wrong, and 1 was wrong in DI.
Uh-huh.
2 were wrong on BARC. Quants full.
God. अभी आप मेरे को ये बताओ कि अब आपके पास अगर कोई आता है और बोलता है कि मेरे को हेल्प कर दो कीरत, my ambition is a 625. What would you tell him?
First of all, target ही गलत है.
आगे.
25.
Okay, target ही गलत है.
Exactly.
What is a fair target to have on the GMAT now if I ask you?
745.
हो पाएगा?
होगा.
Possible है.
Easy है.
Okay.
Because 705 तक तो बहुत मॉडरेट क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं.
Yeah.
अब मैं कह सकता हूँ, पहले नहीं कह सकता. 705 तक बेसिक क्वेश्चंस, 10th की मैथ्स आएगी, क्वांट्स में ज़्यादा नहीं आएगी. ठीक है. VARC में वी कैन से दैट क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग का assumption conclusion आएगा. 705 प्लस में बोर्ड फेज आता है.
Yeah.
एंड DI में सॉरी RC पे आते हैं. RC की लेंथ कम होगी, ज़्यादा बड़ी नहीं आती है. एंड नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट DI,
Yeah.
DS बहुत ईजी आता है.
Yeah.
एंड सेट्स में बस आपको बहुत फोकस रहना पड़ता है कि आपको डाटा अरेंज करना आना चाहिए, आपको प्रैक्टिस होनी चाहिए कैसे डाटा अरेंज करना है एक ही गो में. उसमें टाइम लगा दे, आपका पेपर गया. उसको आपको टाइम फ्रेम के अंदर ही कवर करना है एंड यू विल बी एबल टू स्कोर अबव 725.
Very interesting. Okay, Kirat, thanks for this conversation.
Thank you, sir.
350 point jump is an absolutely phenomenal jump. Okay, very rare and fantastic. Okay,
Thank you so
thank you
much,
for joining us.